5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Say goodbye to revenge porn. Deepfake porn is dangerous. Artificial intelligence and machine learning help us in countless ways. Bots like Alexa and Cortana can read the news on cue. A Tesla Model S can park itself in your garage. Yet, as with any emerging technology meant to help mankind, it's not uncommon for criminals and hackers to abuse the innovations and cause great harm. The latest exploit, they are called deep fakes, and they are spreading like wildfire. The movies look ultra realistic. A Hollywood star could appear in an adult film, and you might not realize it was all created by a bot. Used for revenge porn, a programmer can insert an ex-girlfriend or boyfriend's image into a pornographic movie and share it on social media. The term is a combination of deep learning and fake, hence deep fakes. Deep fakes rely on artificial intelligence and machine learning. Programmers use existing video and images of celebrities, public figures, or anyone they know to superimpose the source images into a pornographic movie. What is the solution? For now, banning deep fakes, especially as a tool for revenge porn, is the only recourse, and we'll likely start hearing about new regulations and laws. Hopefully, programmers will find positive uses for the AI and machine learning that happens. 911 gets help from Google. Google Incorporated tested new technology that would make it easier for 911 operators to locate cell phone callers, covering tens of thousands of emergency calls in several states, including Texas, Tennessee, and Florida. Between December and January, the country's 50-year-old 911 system has struggled to pinpoint the locations of cell phone callers, and Google is hoping that its data can deliver more accurate locations for first responders. Uber, then kill. Uber Technologies Incorporated is assisting Florida law enforcement with its investigation into Wednesday's shooting, where 17 people were killed. Broward County Sheriff Scott Israel said during a press conference that the suspected shooter took an Uber a little after 2 p.m. to the South Florida high school, and that the vehicle's driver has since spoken with law enforcement and appeared unaware of Cruz's plan. Atari is now entering the cryptocurrency game. Atari SA, the French holding company that now oversees all Atari properties, announced earlier this month that it's working on a cryptocurrency named Atari Token. Moreover, that cryptocurrency is intended for use on a new digital entertainment platform. Atari itself isn't creating either. Instead, a company named Infinity Networks is collaborating with Atari on the project. In exchange for a long-term license to use Atari's name, Infinity Networks is creating a blockchain-based platform, a storefront essentially, for various forms of digital entertainment, ranging from video games to movies and music. That parent company is currently attempting a big turnaround for Atari, and it looks like the latest efforts are working. The announcement alone was enough to bolster Atari SA's stock. Bloomberg reports that it leapt by more than 60% on the news. It's unclear when the new platform will launch or when Atari Token will become available for purchase. Is Facebook versus Snapchat the old school versus new school?
What's beat?
Facebook is still adding monthly users, but mainly from older age groups, with younger people heading to Snapchat instead. The number of British social media users aged between 12 and 24 who are regularly logged into Facebook will fall by 700,000 to 6.7 million this year, leaving the company with just 71% of the market share. According to eMarketer Research, users are increasingly moving to Snapchat, where it is predicted that 43% of British teenagers will log in over the course of 2018, more than double the numbers in 2015. The statistics are equally true in the US, where for the first time ever, fewer than 50% of teenage internet users will log into Facebook at least once a month. Up next, you know her from Love and Hip Hop Miami. We've got the ever so lovely Amara La Negra joining us next, right here on Check This Out. I know it's Black History Month, so we typically know the story of African Americans, but not as much is known. You brought this Afro-Latina or Latino situation to the forefront, I would say.
Right.
Can you give us a little insight about what and who What is the Afro-Latin, Afro-Latina thing? What is that for everybody that may not know?
Well, I mean, it's really not that difficult. I feel that a lot of people feel surprised or like this is a new thing. Afro-Latinos have been here for many, many years. We've been here forever.
True.
Like I say all the time, there isn't a Latin country that doesn't have black people. It just so happens to be that for the most part, we're not portrayed on a positive light, or we're not really put out there like that, you know? Mm-hmm. So obviously my race is black. I'm black. I come from African descent. But culturally, I'm Dominican. I'm Latina. So just a mix of that, you know, for a lot of people, it's crazy, but it's hard for them to process that I am black and also speak Spanish and come from a very Latino culture, Latino aspect. You know, I just perceive things a little bit different, even though I was born and raised in Miami.
Absolutely. And I just noticed that because I saw a lot of people really just, you know, questioning, I guess, your complexion and just a number of things, which I thought was kind of weird. I mean, my family's from West Africa, so I get it.
Right.
You know, you've established a very strong presence on social media. So how are you leveraging social media to tell your story and build your brand? I
think social media is so important. It helps unite us. It gives you the opportunity to connect with people worldwide. And if you use your platform properly, not to just, you know, talk about, you know, hating on other people or to do bullying like a lot of people do or whatever, or to just promote yourself as a person. You can also use your platform to promote real issues and to try to inspire and motivate other people. Like I use mine, you know, I promote my music, I promote who I am, my life. And then I also talk about something that, like I said, the same way that I did on Love and Hip Hop. I've been talking about Afro-Latino community and the colorism issue for many years, but nobody was paying attention. No one was listening. But it took Love and Hip Hop for people to actually listen, for which I'm very grateful.
Absolutely. What is your favorite social media platform and why?
I love Instagram because, I don't know, I have so many followers there and I connect with so many people. But to be honest, I'll tell you something I've never told anybody. I feel as if through my Snapchat, I am more, people get to see a different side of me. I feel I'm a little bit more selective on the things that I post on my Instagram in comparison to my Snapchat. My Snapchat is very real. I'm waking up, my mom, the kitchen, like anything that you can imagine. The craziest part of me is on Snapchat.
That's dope. Very dope. Is there anything that you hate about social media?
Yeah, I hate that a lot of people feel that because I'm a celebrity, I'm an artist, and I'm put in the spotlight, that I have to sit here and take people's opinions. And it's not even their opinions, because you have the right to your opinion, but their negativity, and I have to take them being disrespectful towards me and not say anything. I hate the fact that they feel that because you're a celebrity and you put yourself in the spotlight, you have to take it. You have to sit there and allow people to disrespect you because it just comes with it. And it doesn't. Because I'm only but human. And there's only but so much I can take. And there's only but so much I can be nice, you know, and be calm and collective, as I am for the most part. For those that know me personally or that have seen my interviews and the way that I react towards things, I do my best to be as friendly as possible. You know, I explain things. Like, I'm real cool. I'm real mellow. I'm real chill. But then again, I'm only but human, you know?
There it is, absolutely. I know that mobile apps are very popular. Now, if you could make an app, Amara, what would it be? What would it do?
Oh, my God, that's a crazy question. Nobody has ever asked me that. If I could make an app, what type of app would I do? I don't know. That's a good one. I'm really going to have to think about it.
Okay. It seems
That's
like...
a good one. Wow, you got me thinking.
Well, I know that, you know, you connect a lot of cultures. And, I mean, the bridge to me is true African and Latin connection. So I wonder if you would do anything that would help bridge the cultures. Because, you know, you're a bridge on the media platform already. But in taking it to tech...
This last year I went to Africa. I was given the honor of going to Africa, and I went to Guinea Equatorial, and I performed over there, and I gave gifts out to it was actually for Christmas, to many children out there that didn't have any gifts for Christmas. And this year I plan on doing it again. And there's a lot of things that I do. You know, a lot of people just want to focus on the negative aspect of things, or they don't want to. I don't do things to get credit for, but don't discredit the hard work that I do. You know, because it's so easy for you to sit at home with your phone and judge me and tell me on the things that I'm not doing with my life. But then again, what are you doing? I really put in that work, not only with my music, for which I just got signed to BMG, a multi-million-dollar contract. I just got signed as well to UTA. I really put in that work, but besides that, as a person, I really want to make a difference. I want to know that my life mattered, that, you know, that I was born, and the day that I died for a purpose, for a reason. That's my biggest thing, you know what I mean? I'm putting in that work. I do the best that I can. I'm only but human. I'm only one person. The most that I can do is try to inspire and motivate other people to do the same. And I'm so thankful, and I'm glad that I was able to start up the conversation about colorism and you know, being Afro-Latinos, and why we aren't on TV, and we're not on magazine covers, and we're not on movies. And whenever they talk about Afro-Latinos, they always talk about generically J-Lo, Sofia Vergara, Salma Hayek, Shakira, and never talk about people that look like myself, for which we are in every single Latin country.
It's an issue in Africa as well. I mean, I think it's just colonization, obviously, on a global scale.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's definitely... What was your trip to Africa like? Being in Guinea, I know they speak French there, huh?
It was beautiful. It was awesome. I performed for like 50,000 people for New Year's. And it was such an amazing experience to know that my music is so the power of music is so amazing. That my music traveled all the way out there, and they actually knew my songs, and they were dancing, and they were so happy to see me. And it was just such an amazing experience where I didn't have to be full of name brands, and I didn't have to, you know, pretend to be somebody or have things that I didn't. I was just myself, and it was such a humbling experience. I truly loved it. It almost felt like going back home.
Yeah, that's dope. Digital literacy is a big deal for us here at Tech This Out. So we all know that what people post on social media can come back and haunt you at times, particularly if you're applying for a job. So what would your advice to young girls and boys be regarding the do's and don'ts of handling the responsibility of social media? Yeah,
social media is a very important thing. From bullying to nudes to all types of things. You need to understand that even though that people can't necessarily see your face, and you can do all these fake pages and everything, you need to take control and responsibility for the things that you post on your social media. It could truly affect other people's lives, whether it's a positive or on a negative way. So most definitely, you know, just be self-conscious, because things will come back to you. Karma is no joke. So just definitely be respectful. Be careful what you post.
Yeah.
Stop the negativity. No more bullying. I'm so against bullying and everything else that I see happening on social media, because people really do commit suicide and all types of things. Like, the power of internet is so good. At the same time, if you're not responsible, it can be so bad.
Yeah, true indeed.
Yeah.
You know, as it relates to you starring, you know, in Love and Hip Hop in Miami, what has that experience been like for you?
Love and Hip Hop Miami has been amazing. I'm so happy. Like, I never really knew or thought that it would be that type of experience. With the good comes the bad, like I always say. You know, with the good comes the bad. Everything is not going to be pretty. I'm not going to like everybody. Everybody is not going to treat me good. I mean, that's just the way of life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just grateful because it's such a big platform viewed by millions of people every Monday. It's giving me the opportunity to promote myself, who I am, my music, my mom, and to actually bring light into an issue that has been in the shadows for so long, like the Afro-Latino community. Like, I always say, a lot of people say, oh, that they portray black people in a negative light. No, it's up to you to do as you please once those cameras are on, because they don't tell you what to do. They may put you in awkward situations because they do, but it's really up to you. You are the one that has to take control and know how to use that platform. So
true.
I'm truly grateful, and I'm grateful for Mona as well for giving me the opportunity to tell my story.
That's dope. How would you define your music, and who are some of the people that inspire you?
I would say that my music is, well, people know me for doing Latin urban music. Now that I got signed, I'm doing a little bit more of Americanized music, but still, I don't want to lose my essence. So I still, still have a little Caribbean feel to it. But I mean, growing up, definitely Celia Cruz was a very important part of my life. Lupita D'Alessio, Olga Tañón, Mili Quesada. I mean, the list goes on. now Tina Turner. I mean, these are the women that really inspired me to want to do this. Now as an adult, obviously, I love Beyonce. She's everything. I admire the